Aloha, welcome old and new geometry students. We have our algebra review number 2 here. We're going to go through some examples of this, especially for our students who are new to the class and we didn't really get a chance to go over much with them in there today. So these first few I'm not going to worry too much about because you should be able to solve them. Do notice in here the 180s, the 90s, and the equals. These are common themes that come up in here. 180 is supplementary, 90 is complementary, equals is congruent. So you will be setting up equations similar to these when you get to number 9. The factoring, so I like to use the crosshairs. Remember, factoring, we're trying to get this broken down equals 0. I think it's got to multiply to something. It's got to sum to something. I need to multiply to negative 16. I need to sum to negative 6. Find the numbers that do that. Oh, it's got to be 1 negative, 1 positive. That's going to be negative 8 and 2. Then I set it up over here, x minus 8, x plus 2. And since these are multiplying to 0, it means one of them has to be 0. So we're going to have x minus 8 equals 0, or x plus 2 equals 0. Solve each of those. X equals something, or you can write that in the squiggly brackets. That's a really ugly bracket with a comma between them. Number 7 is the same thing. Number 8 is a little different. Now, it doesn't matter which side the x squared is on of the equals. It doesn't matter in the end. You want it positive, though. So on this one, we need to get our equals 0. It doesn't matter what side. So let's just minus 21 here. That's going to leave our 0. And we've got our equation, and it works out just the same like those other ones. Now, you might remember from class, complementary sums to 180. Supplementary sums, complementary is sums to 90. My mistake. Supplementary sums to 180. Congruent, that's the symbol for congruent, but it ends up meaning that their measures are equal. So pay attention to the words. So for this one, A and B are complementary. That means measure of A. You don't have to write this part, but you do need to think it equals 90. So that's going to mean 3x minus 12 plus 2x plus 22 equals 90. Solve it. I'm going to do a little solving on this one here. 3x and 2x is 5x. Minus 12 and 22, that gives me plus 10 equals 90. Minus 10 minus 10. Let's move this a little bit. That's not the way I wanted to move it. Just down here. Okay, 5x equals 80. Divide, x equals 16. So we get 16. Once you get that, you can plug it in. So if I want to find the measure of angle A, I'm going to put it in here. 3 times 16 minus 12. That's 48 minus 12. That gives me 36 degrees. And I could have written this out here. So this is going to be 2 times 16 plus 22. 32 plus 22. That gives me 54 degrees. I know these answers are correct because they add up to, that's not a very good 54 degrees. I know these answers are correct because 36 and 54 adds up to 90, just like they should. Same thing for supplementary, except the only thing that's going to change is going to be 180 right there. This one is going to be the 3x minus 12 equals the 2x plus 22. Next page, same thing, 12, 13, and 14. You got another angle pair up here. Complementary, supplementary, congruent. Set up the equations, solve them, then find the angles. Complement, again, complement, supplement is an angle. So this is an angle plus its complement equals 90. So that's just going to be 34 plus the complement equals 90. And just solve that to get your complement. Supplement works the exact same way. Square roots, there's a couple of ways you can do these. Some students like to do, okay, 2 times 25, that's 5 times 5. So I can turn that into, if I get 2 of them, I can take a square root. I only have 1, 2 that sits alone. The square root of 5 times 5 is 5 root 2. That's not the method I usually use. If you know your multiplication well, you can think of this. You don't have to write this out. You need to think, oh, I know 1 times 50, 2 times 25, 5 times 10. Well, I'm going to use this 2 times 25 right there. Sorry, I should make this bigger. Because 25 is a perfect square. And I can go square root of 25 times the square root of 2. Square root of 25 is 5. Root 2, just like this is square root of 25 there too. And you got your answer that way. I'll let you try 32 on your own. 19 and 20, I haven't done a lot with these yet. They're in a ratio, an angle and its complements. You got an angle plus the complement. That's going to add up to 90. Now, first, second. You know, this is first, this is second. First, second. Match that up. So this is going to be, if they're a ratio, that's going to be 2x from the 2, 3x from the 3 equals 90, 5x equals 90. Find your x. So x equals, we divide by 5, of course, x equals 18. Then I want to get the angle. Well, the angle was my first one. So the angle right here, I need more colors. I don't know why that came up. So I guess that doesn't stay. Maybe that's what that means. I got to get some more pens up here. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so we got x equals 18. I want to find my angle. Let's get a different color if we can. So there's my angle information. So that's going to be the angle equals 2x, which is going to be 2 times 18. And I can get my answer. Same sort of thing for the complement. There's your complement information. This one mentions supplement. So the only thing that changes is the 90 to 180. You got the same ratio, so it's going to set up the same. Quadratic formula. X equals the opposite of b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And as a great American once said, badee, 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 that's all, folks.